Alright, this isn't working.
Penis.
You asshole. Alright, so I wanted to do another one of these again for Frozen. Coyne and I just saw it. We just got out of the movie theater. Of course, we had to warm up first because we were literally frozen out here.
It's fucking freezing out here. It's like 33.
Very appropriate for the movie. And he's from Florida, so he's extra.
I hate it.
Yeah, not the movie. The movie
the movie was actually decent. I like the movie.
But before we get to the
plot,
movie,
I liked it.
Before we get to the movie, we gotta talk about the little short that came before it with this little Mickey Mouse 1930s style.
Take original Mickey Mouse, and then add a 3D effect to it, and
a 3D effect that's actually good, mind you.
Yes, it was really well done.
It was just like with the Wreck-It Ralph little short with the Paperman thing. They
put more effort into it.
Yeah, like because they only had like a few minutes of it, they could put more effort into it. So.
Oh, yeah. But then again, my favorite short will always be Bug's Life, the old man playing chess with himself.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's a classic.
Yes.
But anyway, on to the movie. This out of all the really sucky animated movies that have come out this year, this one was definitely the highlight of the year.
Yeah, it was well done. I didn't like the plot, but it was well done.
Well, it's Disney. They're always going to change the plot to something.
Yeah, but it was...
I mean, look what they did to Hunchback of Notre Dame.
True, but then again, Hunchback of Notre Dame, they at least follow through like the whole
dark
reasoning behind what's going on.
And how they
never explain why she had ice powers.
Yeah, like they do a cut line, like when the troll asks them, "Is it cursed or born?" They say it's born with, but why was she born with it?
Exactly. They
like
never explained any of that stuff.
That bugged me throughout the movie. How did she get these powers? She was just born with it? That makes no fucking sense.
And how was she supposed to learn how to use it? I mean, they never explained anything.
But the animation was absolutely gorgeous.
Very well done.
It was some of the best animation I've seen in years. Yeah. Especially on the ice and snow. The ice and snow actually looked like ice and snow.
Absolutely.
It was...
But what annoyed me was the songs.
They
tried to bring back like original Disney style singing,
but they weren't catchy at all like the classic ones.
They had one decent song.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Yeah, that's the only one.
All the other ones are forgettable. They're very forgettable.
I don't remember any of them.
Yeah,
I don't remember they were singing.
I remember the one with the trolls a little bit, like "This is a fixer-upper" or something. I don't remember the lyrics at all, but the songs were very forgettable, except for that one. Like, I'm thinking to myself, did Ellen Menken even attempt to do his catchy songs in this movie?
And what sucks is they all had excellent sing. They could all sing. They had excellent voices. But the song choices were completely horrible.
Exactly.
It was like they were trying not to do it with singing, but they mixed it in anyways, like an afterthought.
Yeah, and I liked how they kind of took a shot at themselves with the whole like 3-day marriage with all the other classic Disney movies. Although it still ended up being like a day.
That wasn't even a day. That was like they got engaged after an hour.
That was an hour?
Talking to each other. It was the ball. It was literally one ball. The ball was still going on full blue. I don't think it was midnight yet.
Yeah. Oh, and the dialogue between the sisters was very believable. Like, this is something...
It was well put out. Yes.
Yeah, like
that was well done.
The way after they meet each other after years in that ballroom scene, they're like, this is awkward. How do I talk to her? That was actually believable. Like,
absolutely.
If you have a cousin you haven't seen in years, like you don't really know anything about him, this was probably the same type of dialogue you would have with him.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about the main character, Anna, was that they tried too much to make her like Rapunzel from Tangled. Like, she had too much of a similar personality.
Yeah.
Like, she was energetic, but she was Rapunzel energetic. She was like... Because she would...
They didn't give her... They pretty much copied a lot of... Pretty much every other Disney-style princess.
Because Rapunzel was locked away for years, and she had the same type of personality, and this was the same thing.
Yeah,
she was locked away.
It was a similar situation.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It was... But the other...
There was so much more they could have done.
The side characters are really well done.
Well, Olaf
was hilarious. He and I don't usually care for some of the side characters, like the fucking gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I love those gargoyles. Those things are awesome.
They messed with the tone so much.
But they were hilarious.
And they made Jason Alexander not funny. That's bad to do, to make Jason Alexander not funny.
I liked him. I like the gargoyles.
But Olaf was hilarious. Like, I gotta give this side character props.
It was probably the most flamboyant Disney character they have come out with yet, and I absolutely loved Olaf.
Yeah, and what's his name? Kristoff and Sven. I love the dialogue between those two. How he tries to make a voice of the reindeer by talking like this.
I liked it.
It was funny. Oh, and those trolls. I wish they would have shown the trolls a little bit more.
Again, they didn't go into detail. They didn't explain enough. I understand it is a kids movie, but it was well done. It should have had a backstory, like what the heck is going on here.
I mean, a lot of Disney movies don't have a lot of backstory, but they explain to you somewhat through visual.
You know
form.
what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a visual media that's supposed to show, not tell.
Exactly. I mean, I can't think of many other Disney movies that don't actually explain what's going on and why this is actually happening.
I know. Pretty much
completely didn't explain any of that.
Yeah, they were trying too much to. I think they were trying to mix both their classic Disney movies and the new modern ones with Tangled. Like they were trying to mix them into a mesh.
They were trying to come up with a happy medium, but I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I personally like the old style of Disney. I'm a traditionalist. I think they should come back to the old style. I'm a
traditionalist, so I love the old hand-drawn style. I love it, especially Princess and the Frog. When I saw Princess and the Frog, I absolutely love the songs. You can blame my friends on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, personally, then again, I like the new style of animation. I love the new style
is good, but I always will prefer the hand-drawn.
Yes, but then again, my favorite Disney movie, Toy Story.
But that's Pixar. I always consider
Disney Pixar. It's same difference.
To me, they've always been different to me. Even as a kid, I always saw the difference between them.
But it was the first ever. The entire movie was
the first
CGI
kids movie, animated, completely CGI movie.
Exactly.
And
I've always loved the style.
I like the style, but I always preferred when it came to Disney the 2D hand-drawn animation.
Yeah.
To me, I wish they would make more movies like Princess and the Frog, because I loved that. It was back to my childhood roots with that. But what else about the movie? Oh yeah, I like the whole hairstyle gimmick they were giving her. When they froze her heart, how her hair would turn like little bits of white, and she had one from when she was a child.
They just turned to a platinum blonde.
I would have liked if she had stayed the white colored hair. I thought that would look a lot more badass. Yeah. And the design for Elsa, the Snow Queen, that was a really...
They actually did that really well.
I love that design of her gown with the whole flowing narrative, the way her hair looked.
Again, this is again one of the movies nowadays, they spend too much on the detail, not enough on the storyline.
Exactly. They want for style over substance.
Yeah.
And
but it was still amazing style.
It was
really well done.
It's the best animation next to Pacific Rim that I've seen this year. But that's different. That's completely
different genres and situational.
But for Disney animation, for animation in general, this was really well done.
Oh yes, it was probably animation wise, it beats Wreck-It Ralph in the way it was put out. Storyline, obviously, Wreck-It Ralph takes the cake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm still trying to catch up with all the Disney movies. Like, I still love the last ones, but from 2004 and up, I kind of like, until I saw Tangled.
I have younger siblings. I've probably seen them all still.
But they are starting to come back with Wreck-It Ralph, and I hope they can keep that momentum going with good movies like Wreck-It Ralph and this. But I would like to see another hand-drawn movie, because Princess Frog didn't do that bad in theaters, they said they would come out with one every like 4 years or so, and I'm hoping they're going to keep their word on that.
Yeah. Hey, you know what Disney's coming out with, though, that I can't wait for?
What?
Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I can almost say next year. Next month, I'll be able to say next year it comes out.
As long as George Lucas has nothing to do with the storylines. Nothing. I don't want to see another fucking Jar Jar.
I love Jar Jar.
How can you like Jar Jar?
You saw Jar Jar Binks.
You're so racially insensitive character.
I know, it's why it's hilarious. He is the most racist, not give a fuck character ever.
Oh, and one thing I didn't like about this movie was they only had like one Norwegian or Swedish guy in like the entire movie. This little guy in the shack who talks. I can't really. he was funny. I like how he like gets up. He's like all big and tough, and he just
He's
shoves
like
the
10
gun.
feet tall.
He is. And he's like talking. You talk about that, eh? Or I can't do Swedish or Norwegian accent. It was kind of funny but I think. What are you, Michael Jackson?
That's what he was doing. Hoo. That's how he was talking every time he said something.
But good movie, fantastic, beautiful animation, so plot. But I would like to see a sequel, kind of. I would like to see more of this animation, but it was a good Disney movie.
The animation was good enough that it wouldn't take much to make them look very much real, and I would probably tap both of them.
Oh,
just
God.
to bring that into the picture.
We got an anaphile here.
No, absolutely not.
You are not.
I'm just saying that it was so well done, it wouldn't take much for them to be real.
True, the way they were animated. I like the Queen. She was drawn nicely.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get weird. I'm gonna get weird.
You got it in your head. You got it in your head.
Oh God.
But here's the
Please don't.
If anybody actually watches the video to this point, then you got them hooked anyway, so therefore they're going to listen anyways.
Oh God, please don't make me go on Rule 34.
Have fun.
No, Carnal Desires, don't make me go to Rule 34. I do not like that website. For
the record, he has his own way of signing off. Me, I'm going to go with something I saw in a movie the other day.
I can't whistle, so I can. But the final score, I gotta say 8.5 out of 10.
Animation is a 9. Storyline is a 5.
So even I'm saying for both, equal them together, it's
about a
7.5. 7.5. All right, I'll take that. But anyway, this is Riley Percival Miller signing off.